Well, viral for a reason. And I love what he said. I have food, shelter, clothing. Life was already great. I mean, what more do you need, right?
He's got his priorities just right.
Well, Americans apparently love their chicken. And when it comes to annual sales, they show Popeyes the second most loved, plucking KFC out of that spot. Popeye's success is due largely to their popular chicken sandwich and viral internet moments, which helped bring in more customers and launch new items. Chick-fil-A still reigns #1, and they could stay there with the expanding market share.
Yeah, so Chick-fil-A during the week, and I guess hit the Popeyes on Sundays. The red beans and rice and the biscuits, you can't beat it.
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah. Coming up on the Today Show, cutting back after the cord. People are paying an average of $219 a month on subscription services. How you can save each month. This is Early Today. Have a good one.
Glasgow, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan makes starting a claim easy. You don't even have to leave your couch. Done. Just dial pound law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. Now back to this.
Car wreck? Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. After a car wreck, what does it mean when we say, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done? It means making the insurance company do what's right. It means getting a powerful law firm on your side, one with a proven record of success. And it means the peace of mind of never paying us a fee unless we get money for you. So if you've been injured, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
It's time, y'all. It's a new season in NYC.
Weekdays at 3 on NBC 40.
The umbrella or the rain jacket will be a great idea to have today, as I'm going to be tracking some rain chances our way, followed by a blast of chilly air. That's all included in your News 40 Weather Authority full forecast. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise. Getting kids to be active is a critical part of their health. We'll discover 5 ways doctors say you can get your kids moving. Plus, the race is on for a new Speaker of the House, and whoever wins the top job will have the tough task of unifying the party. We'll look into how talks are standing over at Capitol Hill. Then, Black Friday may be a month away, but some companies are already rolling out fall savings. We'll find out what this means for your wallet. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. Today is Thursday, October 5th. I'm Ashley Wilson. We start now with our top stories. A bridge in Kentucky was shut down for hours Wednesday after environmental activists hung a large banner on it. The banner read, "Stop Forest Destruction." Protesters in high visibility vests and helmets used climbing gear to scale up the cables to hang the banner. Police say 8 people were involved, but only 4 of them were arrested. It was up for about 5 hours before it was taken down using a cherry picker. The bridge has been reopened. The Rainforest Action Network says the banner was aimed at the Procter & Gamble shareholders meeting next week. The Kentucky general election is nearly a month away, leaving you less than a week to register to vote if you haven't already. The deadline for voter registration is October 10th at 4 p.m. and no changes can be made after that time. If you're voting with a mail-in or absentee ballot, those deadlines are closer to the end of October. Election day is November 7th and early voting will take place the week before. Officials tell us the turnout has been low during recent elections and are hoping for an increase this cycle.
Secretary of State's calling in the mid-40s. That's pretty average for what we see for general elections. The last gubernatorial election had like a 46% turnout. That was with the Bevan-Brashear race. So I think it's going to be somewhere in the mid-40s, low 40s is what we should expect here.
For more voting information and procedures, keep an eye out for posters hung around the community with QR codes taking you to the link to register, or visit govote.ky.gov. To Simpson County now, where there are big developments being made just off Exit 6, the Trader Joe's Distribution Center. The 3 buildings on 160 acres will total 1 million square feet and will make way for 900 jobs once fully complete. Right now, they seem to be on schedule, with the first building expected to be done no later than January 1st of 2024. This is the largest development project in Simpson County history, and its rapid progress is quite a surprise to county officials.
They're doing a lot of work out there, and honestly moving way quicker than I ever anticipated they would move. They were pretty ambitious in their timeline, and I really question whether they could make it.
Barnes said he's excited for the community and to see a more diversified job market coming to Simpson County so soon as construction moves towards building cold storage and food prep facilities. Fall is finally here, and one iconic harvest festival in South Central Kentucky is coming up soon, the Downtown WNKY Harvest Festival. This festival is set for next Saturday, October 14th, but most people who make the trip downtown say they are unsure of where to park. The Downtown Development Commission has created a parking map that shows more than 1,200 free parking spots offered in downtown Bowling Green. If you are unsure of where to park, here are some of the lots that are free to the public.
They range everywhere from the parking structure itself, that's over 700 spots, to the BGMU lot that is across the street from the Bowling Green Ballpark, to the Warren County Justice Center lot, and its adjoining parking at the Columns lot off Center Street, and it even includes the Paxton House lot, which is also off Center Street.
Maps are currently available online, and physical copies will be given out at the Harvest Festival itself. That was a first look at your top stories. Now let's bring in meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of our forecast. Darius, it's a little cooler out today.
Yeah, it's a little cooler out there, Ashley, and it's going to get even cooler as we go for the weekend. And as far as things go, temperatures are into the 60s right now, 63 at the Woodbury thermometer, 68 in Russellville, 68 in Franklin, and at 67 in Scottsville. We have those winds that are flowing in from the south and east. It's a modest breeze out there, right around 5 miles an hour. You're going to notice it's going to be a little bit more breezier today, though, with some passing showers as a frontal boundary works its way across the area. Right now we're dry in the Bowling Green area, but we're seeing some showers there along the Ohio River there and also into far western Kentucky. Going to be watching for a line of showers that will be approaching the region. This is all associated with this frontal boundary that extends all the way through Canada, all the way down towards the Dallas-Fort Worth area of Texas. I'm going to be tracking those rain chances just ahead of my full forecast. Weather on the 4 is brought to you by Deborah Bros, attorneys at law.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Feels good to be home. For a limited time, Ashley is offering 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, your first 3 payments are on us. Get this dining set in time for the holidays for just $41 a month. Shop today and pay nothing till 2024. Only at Ashley.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Community Education's 7th annual Blockbusters at the Ballpark is Saturday, October 14th. Gates open at 6 p.m. with a 7 p.m. showing of Top Gun Maverick. Free admission, featuring face painting, games, carousel riding, concessions, and more.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe. No exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met. No excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
The wait is over. FanDuel Sportsbook's officially live.
America's #1 sportsbook is here.
FanDuel makes it so easy to get started.
You can bet on all your favorite teams,
all your favorite sports, even all your favorite golfers.
Plus, you can play any way you want.
Everything from live bets to same-game parlays.
And you can get paid instantly. That's like the whole point of winning.
New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. Make every moment more with FanDuel.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Feels good to be home. Plan ahead and get your home ready for the holidays at Ashley. For a limited time, buy one, get one half off store-wide. Bring home this sofa and its matching love seat is half off. Shop now, spend less, and get more. Only at Ashley.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise. It's 8 minutes past the hour, and now time for Living Well, brought to you by Spring Hill Pharmacy. It can be a struggle. Getting kids to be active is a critical part of their health, but with video games, TV, and other devices, some kids may not be motivated to get enough physical activity each day. In today's Health Minute, News 40's Morgan Hoover has 4 simple ways to get kids to move more.
60 minutes every day. That's how much physical activity is recommended for kids and teens between the ages of 6 and 17. It may seem like a lot, but it doesn't have to be all at once.
We know kids do better in school, they sleep better, their mood's better, and it can just be a lot of fun to move.
Dr. Adam Keating with Cleveland Clinic says some kids may be motivated to move through sports, but others may need a little help. His first tip: to remember there are different ways to keep kids active.
Everything from going on a family walk to walking the dog to vacuuming to having a dance party in the middle of your living room.
Playing on a playground or PE at school also counts as physical activity time. Keating says it's also important to be a good role model.
Kids want to spend time with their parents, whether they say so or not. And so being a good example and joining in the activity with the kids generally makes it much more rewarding for everybody.
And while it's important to limit screens, Keating says offer that screen time as a reward for physical activity.
The child can earn another 30 minutes of screen time by doing 30 minutes of activity.
Finally, find activities they enjoy. It can be a variety of things so the child doesn't get bored.
Making it fun rather than a chore and finding different creative ways to be able to work some physical activity in the day can be helpful.
For WNKY News 40, I'm Morgan Hoover.
Have you ever tried to go meatless and failed? Well, it might be in your DNA. Scientists have identified 4 genes associated with how well someone can adhere to a vegetarian lifestyle. That might explain why some people can stick with it and others go back to eating meat. It's not known exactly why this happens. Researchers believe it may have to do with how different people process fats. Links between genetics and this processes may help experts make personalized dietary recommendations for people in the future. Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, the search for a new Speaker of the House is underway. We'll see who could be putting in their name to be the next Speaker.
Plus, you'll want to have that umbrella handy. I'm tracking rain chances today. The timeline with Futurecast and my full forecast.
J.C. Kirby & Son Funeral Chapels. When a person comes in and does their prearrangement, I can see it over the years that I've worked in this, how much it eases the family's minds. If you have 4 people, they have 4 different ideas of what they want. This settles that to where they say if that's what mom wanted, that's what dad wanted. You can see the relief on a lot of families' faces because all you do is say, what time do you want the funeral? What time do you want the visitation? And they can spend more time with their family members and friends in the grieving process. It just really takes a lot of burden off your family.
If you've been injured, Morgan & Morgan's fee is free. If you don't win your case, you pay nothing. It's easy. Just dial pound law or go to forthepeople.com to get started. I think I'm starting to get this.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher. WNKY News 40 is helping find forever homes for shelter pets. Watch Pet of the Day on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon to meet your new best friend. Pet of the Day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust.
I'm ready.
Reba's the only one with a block left.
Better be nice to me. I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to block.
Don't block me.
I'm no dummy.
The Voice, new Monday and Tuesday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
I got an idea for an experiment. We assume people are making rational decisions, but the opposite is true. The question is why?
This case is pretty cut and dried.
You think so?
The Irrational, Monday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Andy Bashir wants to talk education. His record, Andy closed down our schools. Regular kids still haven't recovered. Fewer than half can read or do math at grade level. I'm Daniel Cameron. As the husband of a teacher, I know we can do better. The Cameron Catch-Up Plan is about supporting our teachers and getting kids caught up. I won't just campaign on education, I'll get it fixed because our teachers and students deserve it.
The race is on for a new Speaker of the House. Whomever wins the top job will have a tough task of unifying the party. There's little time to waste as lawmakers once again face a deadline for avoiding a government shutdown. Bree Jackson is in Washington.
The search for a new Speaker of the House is underway, with several GOP members jumping into the race.
I feel like I can unite the conservative voters across the country and reach out to the moderates in our conference.
This is really important that we get this right.
Their bid comes after Tuesday's historic ousting of Kevin McCarthy. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell now urges McCarthy's successor to get rid of the current rule that cost him the Speaker's gavel. It allows a single member to force a vote on the position.
I think it makes the Speaker's job impossible.
Lawmakers still have a job to do. Government funding is set to expire next month. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer warns of a new shutdown threat and other consequences if there's not an elected Speaker in place.
Until Republicans stop their infighting, the House can vote on no bills, no appropriations work can get done.
President Biden encourages Republicans and Democrats to put their differences aside.
More than anything, we need to change the poisonous atmosphere in Washington. You know, we have strong disagreements, but we need to stop seeing each other as enemies.
A vote on the top job in the House is expected next week.
It's time now for a first full check of your forecast on this Thursday. News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack tracking rain chances that will arrive, especially as we go by late morning and into the early afternoon. Some areas already seeing rain across far western Kentucky, across towards, say, the Mississippi River and also towards the Ohio River right now. As far as things go here, it's dry in the area. We still got those clouds, so that are, of course, on the increase. Temperature-wise, those numbers generally into the 60s out there, 68 in Bowling Green, 67 into Franklin at 68 in Russellville. So generally seeing those numbers into the middle and upper 60s right now, and those winds on the modest side. A modest breeze locally in Bowling Green with those winds flowing in from the south. It will be breezier, though, as this frontal boundary approaches the area. It will also bring showers with it. You're seeing the majority of the rain towards southern Missouri there, extending all the way down towards the Houston area, where they even have some strong storms there, even some flood warnings in place towards portions of eastern Texas and into Louisiana. Meanwhile, towards the north, we're also watching this wave of low pressure into Canada. Notice the winds wrapped around this area of low pressure. This is going to swing across our region, and it is going to bring with it the cooler Canadian air, and it's going to be bringing us a big-time chill as we work our way into the weekend. In fact, it's going to be turning much cooler. Notice with this wave as it dives across the region, bringing in chilly air. We're talking about numbers running well below normal for our daily highs. In fact, check out the high temperature trends. Notice from 72 on Friday, 60 degrees for a high on Saturday. So some areas may struggle to even make it to 60 degrees. And then also into next week, temperatures will start to rebound back to near average. Tracking those rain chances, and notice this bar here. The higher it goes, that's the higher chance that we're going to be tracking. And notice we're going to be tracking several hours of decent rain chances today, primarily late morning and throughout the afternoon time frame. And then those chances will begin to drop as we work our way into Friday morning. And then the second stretch of your Friday is looking dry, and it's going to be pretty dry as we work our way into the weekend. So let's plan that out for you with future casts. Notice those showers increasing, say right around 1 o'clock or so, as we're going to be tracking some waves of showers pushing through, a few gusty winds. It's going to be breezy with that front passing through the area as well. Maybe an occasional rumble of thunder is possible out of this as we go for your Thursday night time frame, still hanging on to those shower chances, and then the majority of the rain will move out as we work our way into your Friday morning. Clouds still around, and then we'll see sunshine returning throughout the second half of your Friday, but it will run cooler. In fact, temperatures are going to be into the 70s for those daytime highs. Check out your 7-day forecast, though, again in the 60s for the weekend. Saturday, Sunday with sunshine. We got a few clouds in the mix Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures approaching the middle 70s by Wednesday of next week. We're back with more News 40 Sunrise after this.
At Byers Insurance Group, family is at the heart of everything we do. When you choose Byers Insurance Group, you're choosing commitment to keeping your family safe. Let's talk about policy.
Call or visit us for a free quote.
Protection matters. Go big. Buyers Insurance Group.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Football Frenzy is back in South Central Kentucky.
WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football.
The most schools,
The most highlights,
the most coverage.
Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
Spread the word, not the germs. Reminder to wash your hands for at least the full 20 seconds with soap and warm water. Together, let's keep our family and friends safe.
Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays every week at Tidball's parking lot. This week features P. Rose. To benefit CASA of South Central Kentucky, see the full lineup at WNKY.com.
Been in a wreck and need help? You can call me because we're here for you. We understand your stress during this difficult time. Your health is our primary concern when working with our injured clients. We have options to meet with you, answer questions, emails, chat at floracert.com. Injured? Call us 24/7. We can travel to you if you can't come to us. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
It's time, y'all. It's a new season in NYC.
Weekdays at 3 on NBC 40.
The largest strike by healthcare workers in U.S. history is underway after 75,000 Kaiser Permanente workers walked off the job across 5 states in Washington, D.C. yesterday. The union is asking for better pay and increased staffing. The strike is expected to last 3 days. The Biden administration is forgiving $9 billion in federal student loan debt for 3 categories of borrowers: public servants, some people enrolled in income-driven repayment plans, and disabled borrowers. The move affects roughly 125,000 people, and it comes as student loan payments resumed this week following a more than 3-year pause. And Google has unveiled its newest generation of smartphones, as well as a smartwatch. The new Pixel 8 boasts better artificial intelligence capability and an upgraded camera that includes an improved night sight feature to combat low lighting. The Pixel 8 goes on sale next week with a base price of $699, while the Pro model costs $999. The Pixel Watch 2 starts at $349. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Fall just started, but many retailers are already offering Black Friday type discounts. Michael George tells us about this push to get holiday shoppers.
Anthony Kozak didn't come to Target to shop for holiday gifts.
It's not even Thanksgiving. Halloween? What are we talking about? October.
He was surprised to learn holiday deals are already here. Target's Circle Week is offering big discounts for Circle members through Saturday.
Now that you know they're offering deals, would you do some of your holiday shopping early?
Of course. Who's not looking for a good deal? Got to save money wherever we can.
Target isn't the only retailer offering big savings. Next week is Walmart's Deals Holiday Kickoff, with sales on thousands of items. And Amazon, which held a Prime Day in the summer, is also offering big deal days October 10th and 11th. And these deals are expected to attract plenty of customers. A recent survey from Bankrate found 50% of people plan to buy holiday gifts before Halloween.
We've seen that, that holiday shopping has been kicking off earlier and earlier every year.
Samantha Gordon is the deals editor at Consumer Reports and says people buying now should check the return policy and always look to see if what you purchase drops in price.
So a lot of retailers have this policy where If you buy something and it goes on sale a few days later, you can reach out to customer service and get refunded the partial difference.
Gordon says if you can't take advantage of these October deals, don't worry.
And what will happen after that sale is over is a lot of the prices will return to normal for a few weeks, and then they'll drop back down again.
The next big price drop will be in November around Black Friday, a more traditional time for holiday shopping. Michael George, CBS News, Clifton, New Jersey.
Weather on the 4th to get you out the door. Today's forecast features Winnie, and Winnie says grab the rain jacket or the umbrella. You're going to need that today because I'm going to be tracking some rain chances. That will increase by late morning and into the early afternoon time frame as a frontal boundary works its way across the region. Temperatures generally into the 60s right now, 68 in Bowling Green, 67 in Franklin and in Scottsville right now, 63 in Butler County. And we have those winds that are flowing in from the south, a modest breeze right around 5 miles an hour. Watching showers that are starting to work their way across portions of far western Kentucky right now, but we're again going to be watching for those chances really increasing for us as we go by late morning and into the early afternoon time frame. Check out those rain chances as we plan out your day over the next 12 hours. 30% rain chance by 9 a.m. and then increasingly scattered chances as we go for the afternoon by 1 o'clock. Temperatures today into the 70s, all courtesy of the clouds and the rain that will actually suppress our daytime heating for us. Cooler numbers to follow, though, with your full 7-day forecast coming up a little bit later. News 40 Sunrise continues after this.
My brother Tim was paralyzed at Disney World. We got to see what happens when you're poor and you got a big injury, and we ended up hiring the wrong lawyer. When I see these clients in my lobby, I see my brother Tim, and I don't want him or them to ever have that kind of representation. I want them to have their best chance of winning and the best chance to put their life back together the best way they can.
Nice. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. New customers, download the app now and bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
It's the annual enrollment period for Medicare Advantage plans, and you have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 1-800-579-4145 today for a Medicare Advantage plan checkup and make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2024. You can receive more benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-800-579-4145 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2024. You can receive benefits for a $0 monthly premium like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. So call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today at 1-800-579-4145 and make sure you're not missing out.
Good Thursday morning. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. We're your News 40 Weather Authority. Have the rain gear handy today as I am tracking some rain chances in your complete forecast. The time is about 6:27, and it's now time to get you caught up with the latest on the top stories.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise, and thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's continue with our top stories. A bridge in Kentucky was shut down for hours Wednesday after environmental activists hung a large banner on it. The banner read, "Stop Forest Destruction." Protesters in high visibility vests and helmets used climbing gear to scale up the cables to hang the banner. Police say 8 people were involved, but only 4 of them were arrested. It was up for about 5 hours before it was taken down using a cherry picker. The bridge has been reopened. The Rainforest Action Network says the banner was aimed at the Procter & Gamble shareholders meeting next week. And the Kentucky general election is nearly a month away, leaving you less than a week to register to vote if you haven't already. The deadline for voter registration is October 10th at 4 p.m. No changes can be made after that time. If you're voting with a mail-in or absentee ballot, those deadlines are closer to the end of October. Election Day is November 7th, and early voting will take place a week before. Officials tell us the turnout has been low during recent elections and are hoping for an increase this cycle.
Secretary of State's calling in the mid-40s. That's pretty average for what we see for general elections. The last gubernatorial election had like a 46% turnout. That was with the Bevan-Bashir race. So I think it's going to be somewhere in the mid-40s, low 40s is what we should expect here.
For more voting information and procedures, keep an eye out for posters hung around the community with QR codes taking you to the link to register, or visit govote.ky.gov. To Simpson County now, where there are big developments being made just off Exit 6, the Trader Joe's Distribution Center. The 3 buildings on 160 acres will total 1 million square feet and will make way for 900 jobs once fully complete. Right now, they seem to be on schedule, with the first building expected to be done no later than January 1st of 2024. This is the largest development project in Simpson County history, and its rapid progress is quite a surprise to county officials.
They're doing a lot of work out there and honestly moving way quicker than I ever anticipated they would move. They were pretty ambitious in their timeline, and I really question whether they can make it.
Barnes said he's excited for the community and to see a more diversified job market coming to Simpson County so soon as construction moves toward building cold storage and food prep facilities. Fall is finally here, and one iconic harvest festival in South Central Kentucky is coming up soon, the Downtown WNKY Harvest Festival. The festival is set for next Saturday, October 14th, but most people who make the trip downtown say they are unsure of where to park. The Downtown Development Commission has created a parking map that shows the more than 1,200 free parking spots offered in downtown Bowling Green. If you're unsure of where to park, here are just some of the lots that are free to the public.
They range everywhere from the parking structure itself, that's over 700 spots, to the BGMU lot that is across the street from the Bowling Green Ballpark, to the Warren County Justice Center lot, and its adjoining parking at the Columns lot off Center Street, and it even includes the Paxton House lot, which is also off Center Street.
Maps are currently available online, and physical copies will be given out at the Harvest Festival itself. That was another check of your top stories. Now it's time to see who needs a forever home in today's Pet of the Day.
I'm here with Dakota, and she is 2 years old. She is the sweetest dog you could ever imagine having. She is so big, but she loves kids. She loves people. She is so amazing, and all she wants to do is lay here and be rubbed and cuddled. She just loves people. She's a little adventurous, a little curious, but if you're rubbing her, she's having a great time. So come down to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society and adopt Dakota today.
Dakota just seems so adorable.
I mean,
just loves those belly scratches.
Like just cuddled up like that. She looks like the happiest dog. And you know what would make her even happier?
To have a home to go to.
Forever home to go to. So you can adopt Dakota today from the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society.
Well, coming up after the break, I'm going to help you plan out your commute the News 40 way. Don't go anywhere.
Sundays are for football. WNKY 40 is your go-to for the NFL. Watch games all day on WNKY, CBS 40, and NBC 40.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe. No exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met. No excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
Time to turn talk into action. Step 1, fire up your BetMGM Sportsbook. Step 2, make your pick. And Step 3, showtime. Now that hunch has some weight to it. Every play, every game means something more. Because now, you're betting with the king of sportsbooks.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way. It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
When we hear that sound, the competition is on.
12,400. Whoa, he's betting everything.
The stakes are high. The clock is ticking.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on WNKY, NBC 40.
Time for another quick check of your forecast. This morning, we're starting off with clouds that are certainly on the increase ahead of rain that's going to be working its way into town. As we go by late morning and into the early afternoon time frame, we're going to be tracking that rain through the majority of your afternoon as well. So just plan for that. Temperatures into the 60s right now, 67 in Scottsville, 67 in Franklin as well. Woodbury thermometer at 63 degrees. And here are the winds. They are flowing in from the south and southeast. It's a bit of a modest breeze out there, right around 5 miles an hour. We got some sustained winds that will arrive later today, right around 10 miles an hour with that breezy front that works its way through with, of course, those showers. Right now it's dry. And the Bowling Green area, you're seeing the majority of the rain extending from portions of Illinois, even northwestern Indiana, and all the way down into Louisiana and into Texas, where they also have some flooding concerns there with some flood warnings in place. As far as things go for us today for your computer forecast, we got a slight chance for a few showers out there this morning. And then those chances really increasing, especially by your lunch run. So you'll definitely need those windshield wipers as you're heading out and about today. Theum Drive looks like that's our best chance for rain with temperatures into the 70s. And now I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. It's time now for your Thursday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And joining me this morning is Ron Cummings, here to tell us about a unique opportunity to witness a World War II battle reenactment. Ron, good morning.
Good morning, Ashley.
I'm so excited to hear about this reenactment. Tell us all about it.
Well, this is definitely the most unique event that Bowling Green has. We have a group of reenactors coming from 9 different states that will put on 2 battles Saturday morning out at Fillmore Park. German, Americans fighting, and it comes from a direct battle plan that happened back in 1944 whenever the Americans were pushing the Germans back to Berlin.
So you say 9 different states coming in. So this is a massive, event.
Yes, ma'am. And these guys are committed to their craft, and you're going to see some really interesting and very cool, authentic World War II attire, World War II equipment, guns, and tanks, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
So how can people get involved to come out and participate? Is it just to spectate all day? What does that look like?
Great question. It is an all-day event. Camps will open up about 8 o'clock. The first battle's at 10. And the most important thing we do is we have a veteran ceremony immediately after the first battle, approximately 11 o'clock, where we do an honoring ceremony for any veteran. Doesn't matter what genre whether they served overseas or not. And that's kind of why we put this on. The name of our organization is called Honoring Our Heroes, and that's really what we try to do is honor our heroes. Then camp will be open again, second battle at 2 o'clock, and the guys will stay there until, as long as somebody wants to talk about stuff, they'll stay and talk to them.
And it's such, an exciting thing to talk about, the history and, the impact. But to have so many people come together to put this on, it obviously means a lot to so many people. And of course, honoring the veterans as well, that's a huge thing.
Yes, ma'am. And, this whole living history is kind of what we want to be about. It is truly, sometimes they don't teach all things in school anymore, but this is a live, you get to see it, get to hear it. I will warn people, if you got sensitive ears or small children, bring ear protection because it will be loud. When you shoot a tank off, it is loud. Again, I'm excited because I acquired a 1941 BMW German motorcycle that I'll have out for the first time this coming Saturday. So these guys really like it, and they like to share what they know about World War II.
That's so fun. All right, tell us once more before we go how people can get more information and where it's going to be held.
Fillmore Park this Saturday the 7th. First battle at 10, second battle at 2. We have a Facebook page called Operation Anvil. Again, people can call me too at 270-535-2191. But we're excited about bringing this living history event back to Bowling Green for our 5th time.
I love it. This sounds like such a great event. Ron, thank you for being here and sharing.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Of course. That was a look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight. And when we return, Darius Mack will be back with another look at your forecast. Stay with us.
Inside the octagon, no one fights like me. But outside, no one fights for the people like Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Morgan & Morgan, the official law partner of UFC. Fighting is in our DNA.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of home ownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, home ownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
The Warren County Public Library presents Becoming Trader Joe author Patty Civillari, Thursday, October 12th at 6 p.m. at the Lisa Rice Library. Free tickets are limited and available at warrenpl.org.
Do you have what it takes to be the sole survivor? Join WNKY News 40 October 17th for the Survivor Casting Call at Bowling Green Ballpark. To learn more and see if you have what it takes, visit WNKY.com/Soki Survivor.
Bowling Green Fireplace and Grill.
And done.
Can we just call my dad now? Gorilla Glue.
Of course. Gorilla Glue is incredibly strong and versatile, even outdoors. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Teens have drama.
One more minute.
Braces add more drama.
Oh, how does anyone do this?
Invisalign is better oral hygiene and no drama.
Diversified Electrical is now hiring. Positions include electrician, electrician assistant, and job foreman. Pay range is $18 to $55 per hour. Insurance, holiday pay, vacation, and more great benefits available. Find out more at diversifiedelectrical.com.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Welcome back. You want to have the rain gear handy today, as I am going to be tracking rain chances. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack with another full check of your forecast. The time is 6:40 here on News 40 Sunrise. Radar right now dry for the most part, at least locally in the area. We're seeing showers, though, in far western Kentucky and for places towards the south as well, all associated with that frontal boundary. But notice clouds that are working their way in across the region. 65 degrees currently in Monroe County. And at the WKU farm, notice more clouds. Temperatures generally into the middle 60s out there to start off this morning. As far as those temperatures go across our region, it's 65 in Hardinsburg, 63 in Litchfield, and 60 degrees there into Hart County. Those winds generally on the light side out there flowing in from the south and east. It's going to be breezy today, though, with this frontal boundary that is going to be working its way in from west east. This is what's going to be bringing us our rain chances. Notice towards the south, towards the Houston area and into Louisiana. They have some flood warnings out there and even some severe warned storms, but otherwise for us today, we're expecting gusty rains to press through south central Kentucky skies. Also keeping an eye on this wave of low pressure into Canada. It's going to be ushering in cooler Canadian air our way, and it is going to be bringing us a big time chill, especially for the weekend. Notice this wave as it dives across the region. It is going to be ushering in numbers that are going to be the coolest of the season so far. High temperature trends over the next several days. Notice between Friday and Saturday, temperatures are dropping. Some areas may struggle to make it to 60 degrees for daytime highs. And then temperatures recovering back to near normal into next week. Let's track those rain chances for you. Notice this yellow graph here. As it goes up, that's when we're going to be talking about our better rain chances. And notice it increases from late morning and into the early afternoon time frame. And we're going to hold on to those chances pretty much throughout the majority of your afternoon and evening. And then those chances will drop as we work our way into your Friday. And in fact, your Friday, at least for the second half, is looking pretty dry with sunshine returning. And it's going to be pretty nice and dry for us for the weekend. Of course, though, it is going to be chilly. Temperatures into the 70s today. I think we're going to be somewhere into the upper 70s with those showers moving through. And a few of those showers a little bit gusty at times. Maybe the occasional rumble of thunder or two is possible. Again, we're holding on to those chances even through tonight as well. And then things are going to be drying out for us as we work our way into your Friday morning. Still have clouds that will be overhead, but notice as we go by your Friday afternoon, those clouds will clear out and we got sunshine that will return and temperatures will be into the 70s. Here is that 7-day forecast with your weekend. And again, it's going to be chilly for the weekend and then overnight lows into the 40s and upper 30s. Now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Brewster's Real Ice Cream. Fresh flavors. Fresh desserts. Fresh fun. Brewster's. Fresh from farm to cone.
Diversified Electrical is now hiring. Positions include electrician, electrician assistant, and job foreman. Pay range is $18 to $55 per hour. Insurance, holiday pay, vacation, and more great benefits available. Find out more at diversifiedelectrical.com.
Nice. DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live in Kentucky. New customers, download the app now and bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
There are so many different ways that you can volunteer at Hope Harbor. I am a part of the fundraising committee. I'm a hospital advocate, so I'm able to be there for those survivors. There is no one else that does this type of work like we do when we go to the hospitals and support those survivors.
The work that I do through Hope Harbor means really everything to me. Being a survivor myself, the organization allows me to provide the care and the support that I wasn't afforded.
There are so many ways to help Hope Harbor accomplish their mission, ending sexual violence.
Saturdays are for football. WNKY 40 is your college football headquarters. Watch games today on WNKY CBS 40 and NBC 40.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
Welcome to sports. The boys' 14th district title has been crowned. Well, it went into the favor of the South Warren Spartans. How did this happen? This long-distance golden goal from the boot of Tarek Hamzagic in the first period of extra time. A shot heard around the city that put another trophy in the Spartans' case. There was nothing but confidence in Tarek to take and make that shot.
I've been winning those the whole entire game. When it came to me, I just had to take it.
We know Tarek has it in him to hit shots like that. So when we got the red card, I was like, well, we got to drop Tarek in deeper. And it actually worked out better for him because he had some space to go. So we broke a line with the pass, and then he had some space. And then picked his head up and hit it. And, I mean, we had probably the best angle of it over here from the sideline. So it was a great shot. So really proud of him.
Well, to the hill now as WKU volleyball was in action yesterday at Liberty. After taking the first match in straight sets, the Tops were able to extinguish the flames in 5 sets yesterday, winning the final frame 15-13, moving to 4-0 in conference play this season. Team will be back in action this weekend as they take on Jacksonville State here at Diddle Arena. Well, that's a look at sports. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Maxwell. 2 organizations in Bowling Green are working to help women feel more confident, especially during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. News 40 reporter Carlisle Coppins has more on the story.
2 local organizations are coming together to show appreciation to women who have had mastectomies. Tomorrow's Women and The Perfect Fit are helping women to feel less self-conscious and more like themselves again.
We get a bra that fits them well, we get the right prosthesis, and then they're very confident. They walk out of here with a little more pep in their step because they are feeling like they did before surgery.
Rhonda Thomerson is a cancer survivor, and she tells us how important this is to her.
Well, first of all, if you've had breast cancer, which I have, I'm in almost 4 years, and thankfully, and I would kind recommend this. I don't know any others because I've been so satisfied when they were first recommended to me. You know, you kind of scared from the surgeries and whatever, but I was made feel so welcome.
This unique opportunity provides confidence, certified assistance, and garments for every kind of woman.
If you come to us and get a professional fitting, I guarantee you will leave excited about how you look and how your posture feels and just how you're going to carry yourself on the way out and into the rest of your life.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Carlisle Coppins, WNKY News 40.
When we come back, we'll take a look at 2 unsolved murders that hit close to home in this week's Throwback Thursday. Plus, the MAC is back with another check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
The Kentucky Museum at WKU is your museum, a place where Kentuckians come to know Kentucky. With free admission, the Kentucky Museum strives to inspire, elevate, and transform. Discover contemporary art, explore folk traditions, and learn about Kentucky's vast history. Get to know the Kentucky Museum Wednesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit wku.edu/Kentucky Museum. Special thanks to Abound Credit Union for its promotional support.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby.
Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing the new Xumo Stream Box from Spectrum. Now, you can watch your favorites, including live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular apps all in one place. Find what you want faster and easier than ever with our advanced search feature. It's streaming simplified. Get the new Xumo Stream Box free for 12 months when you add Spectrum TV. Visit spectrum.com/Xumo or a Spectrum store today.
It's scary amounts of fun.
Is this movie Psycho?
Person, place, or thing.
On WNKY, NBC 40.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise, and as always, thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:51 a.m. I'm Tommy Modesto. Former Warren County Judge Henry Denhart died in 1937. He was involved in the 1936 murder of Verna Gar Taylor and was killed in the middle of the street in Shelbyville over it. But was he involved in another 1936 murder beforehand? News 40's Talia Butler tells the story in this week's Throwback Thursday.
We continue a Throwback Thursday October tradition.
During this month, we tell spooky, unsettling, or even haunting Southern Kentucky tales. We've told the story of the 1937 Kentucky Honor Code killing of former Warren County Judge and Brigadier General Henry Denhart, who was murdered by the brothers of the woman whose murder he was somehow entangled. We recently read Dark Highway, Love, Murder, and Revenge in 1930s Kentucky by Anne D'Angelo, and A Black Night for the Bluegrass Belle by Ian Punnett. These books tell the story of the tragic murder of Verna Garr Taylor, how her scorned fiancé Henry Denhart was definitely involved. They tell readers more about his character, sharing more of his life experiences in World War I and politics. But there's one new haunting tale with his name all over it, suggesting not only was he a serial killer, but also that a woman he killed is a ghost in residence at the famous Seelbach Hotel in downtown Louisville. It was July 1936. Henry Denhart had just bought a farm outside Louisville and would frequent the city for visits. The books say Patricia Wilson was a young, beautiful party girl whose company could be purchased. She had dark hair and was last seen in a blue dress. Her body was found in the hotel elevator shaft, having fallen more than 6 stories. Henry Denhart was at the hotel that night, arguing on the 8th floor with a young woman. Denhart was quoted as saying he was likely the last man she saw. He was charged with her murder around the same time as Verna Garr Taylor's murder. Denhart was a brute. Being a career attorney, soldier, and politician, by 1936 he was a 60-something hardened man with an alcohol problem. Known for public outbursts, openly carrying a gun at all times, and always getting his way, Denhart's name was synonymous with rage. He met Verna Garr Taylor that summer. She ended up dead in the middle of a November 1936 night, where only he was seen in a broken-down car with her on the moonless dark highway of State Route 22 outside Louisville. Seelbach Hotel staff over the decades have claimed to see a woman in a blue dress with dark hair enter the elevator doors without them opening, or they've seen this figure around the elevator. They've gone to explore further and found no one. Patricia Wilson and Verna Garr Taylor's deaths remain unsolved. Henry Denhart was at the scene of both crimes. He was killed over Verna, but what about Patricia? Was he a serial killer? The truth lay buried in graves in Bowling Green, LaGrange, and Louisville. That's it for this week, brought to you by Hart County and the Kentucky Museum in Bowling Green, because local matters. Talia Butler, WNKY News 40.
The time is 6:54. Weather on the 4s to get you out the door. Brought to you by Deborah Bros Attorneys at Law. We take a look at the WKU farm this morning. Notice clouds overhead. It's a cloudy morning out there and feels a little cooler out there. This is all going to be ahead of rain that will arrive as we go later throughout this morning and especially through the afternoon. Check out those numbers right now. 65 in Glasgow, 67 in Scottsville. And those winds on the light side flowing in from the south and east, right around 5 miles an hour or so. Radar for the most part pretty dry out there, maybe a few sprinkles in some locations, but the majority of the rain still well off towards our west and the far western Kentucky, extending all the way down towards Louisiana and into Texas. This is going to be the frontal boundary that's going to be bringing us better rain chances and some breezy conditions as well as we go throughout the day. Notice our best rain chances arriving late morning and into the early afternoon time frame, with temperatures right around the middle 70s for those daytime highs. Don't go anywhere. We're wrapping up News 40 Sunrise after this.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Dreams for your space? When looking for home decor ideas, you want BG Home Furnishings.
BG Home Furnishings designers are here to bring your dream home to life with one-on-one design help. Personalized advice from the best has never been this easy, accessible, and valuable. The BG at Home team handpicks from over 100 brands to create a selection of furniture and home decor that is tailored to your style.
Call us today to set up your free in-home design consultation.
From the moment a claim is filed, Big Insurance has a team working on their side. You need your own team, a team that investigates a scene, looks for witnesses, and works for you. At Florida Tappan Stewart, we get results with recoveries like $1.1 million, $1.2 million, and even $1.7 million for our injured clients. Hire an attorney to take on Big Insurance. Hire our team.
Time to tighten up, South Central Kentucky.
WNKY is your official home for the Tennessee Titans.
Watch our games plus the Coach Mike Vrabel Show and Titans All Access.
Only on WNKY News 40 because local matters.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story. And Blake people think y'all look alike.
You can be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40. Edmonton, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40.
I am very excited about all the spooky, mysterious Throwback Thursdays we'll be having in the month of October.
This was a great one. I really
oh my
enjoyed
gosh,
this one. I had no clue about this.
I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
I know.
It was fascinating because I've heard about the ghost in the seal block, but I did not realize it had associations with Bowling Green.
I did not know that either. It's fascinating. Do you guys believe in ghosts?
I don't know. I can't say that I've ever seen one, but like, are there energies that could be out there? For sure.
Oh yeah, there's definitely energies.
I believe them. I've had my own experiences.
Really? Oh, well, you'll have to tell us about it later.
Okay, so I used to live in Arizona, and the road that I lived on was one of the oldest roads in the town that I lived in, and it used to be home to like what were brothels at the time in that area, but it was just now a developed community. And I had stayed homesick one day from school, and I decided I was going to work on a project. Well, I started hearing my name being like called, and my mom, no, it was loud. It was louder, and I thought my mom had come home from like the grocery store or something, and she just like needed some help. She wasn't out there. My dad wasn't there. Nobody was home. It was me. I walked outside to see if like there was a neighbor that needed help. There was nobody out there. And then I heard my name get called again.
Oh my God.
And I could swear I've seen like people move down the hallway. Like it.
Well,
what a spooky experience.
It was by far the craziest thing that has ever happened to me.
Oh wow. Oh man, that was a good story.
That is an interesting story.
You know, the month for these stories. I love it.
If you guys have ghost stories, please let us know.
Send in your ghost stories.
Seriously.
To all of our socials, because I want to hear all about them. I do. I love the thrill of. I loved the show Are You Afraid of the Dark when I was a kid, and Goosebumps.
Oh, I remember Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah, I remember that show.
And now it's going to get chilly and spooky and add to the ambiance, right?
Adding to the ambiance. And, you know, as we go for the next 7 days, you're going to notice by this weekend, temperatures are going to be into the 60s. So, yeah, it's going to be a chilling weekend. And, in fact, Saturday night and Sunday morning, lows in the 30s out there. So, yeah, it's going to be
that is
chilly
spooky.
out there. Spooky.
All right. Thank you, Darius. And thank you all for joining us at home this morning.